Welcome back to the channel. Today we want to discuss 3 unconventional ways to kill the beta inside you. They are unconventional because these go way beyond the obvious advice you hear from everyone about. Exercise, dieting, weightlifting, and no FAP. Those are all wonderful, of course, and that is sound advice you should be following, but there are others that never get mentioned that go way beyond all of the physical stuff. With that said, let's begin. Number 1. Stop listening to the damn baby boomers. Look, I know these people are generally good people. I know they worked long and hard. I know they were salt of the earth people who were good parents, and now in most cases are good grandparents as well. But if you as a man are struggling to kill the beta inside of you, it is imperative you stop taking most of the advice offered to you by them. The world they came up in and knew is on its way out, as is what used to work. And they're largely on their way out and in their twilight years too, yet they're still giving advice on everything from schooling and education to finances and females, which simply does not work. They don't mean anything by it other than to be helpful. It's just all they know because these things worked. They worked well, really well, for a long time, but meaning well isn't doing well, and has all become outdated and ineffective. That's why in a results-oriented society, if you're taking their advice on these matters, you aren't getting anywhere. It's one thing to listen to their life advice about things like philosophy, work ethic, family values, or maybe even some politics. Anything other than that, and just forget it, guys. Be polite and cordial with them, but take it with a grain of beach sand and let it go. These people grew up in an analog era versus the digital insanity we find ourselves in now. They had little by way of technological advancements to worry about and had far less to adapt to. They witnessed the evolution of computers, cell phones, the internet on cell phones, and the wireless connection of the entire planet. As a result, their communication styles were largely comprised of face-to-face interactions or at best in email or fax. The speed of the world is too daunting for most of them, although some are catching up. I tried explaining the metaverse to a boomer recently, and I thought his head was going to explode. Baby boomers also often followed a more traditional career path, staying with one company for long periods. In contrast, modern society embraces job hopping and values work-life balance, which may clash with their work values. Can you imagine working in some cubicle farm, factory, or construction job for 40 years? How did they do this? The average younger person today will now change jobs and careers 11 times throughout their working life now. How an older person like a boomer could possibly relate to that is beyond me. Perhaps the biggest changes are boomers talking about investments and what these young kids should be doing. Imagine sitting down an average boomer and trying to explain to him what Bitcoin, blockchain, and private keys are. They don't get it. In their day, a well-diversified portfolio of legacy stocks, dividend-paying stocks, or perhaps real estate investment trusts were the way to go. That on top of the fact you had 15% interest rates for bank deposits and much lower inflation. And don't even think about taking boomer advice on dating and women. They have no idea how bad and different it is out here. And how could they? In their time, things were 100 times better for getting together with each other. If you want to kill the beta and improve, don't listen to a thing they have to say on any of this. You'll get much better advice online for dealing with that than being boomer dragged. That I can tell you. Number 2, realize you have the power to walk away from anything. Stop wasting your greatest power, brothers. Do you feel powerless sometimes? I know you do. Do you feel like situations are getting out of control, like you're losing grip amidst the chaos of it all? It's only natural, really. So did I, until I started using my greatest power, the power that every warm-blooded male holds. And what is your greatest power? It's your ability to walk away. Walk away from any situation and walk away from any person. Walk away from any deal, anytime you decide. I don't care what anyone says, you can absolutely walk away at any second. You already spent 6 months on a deal, but the other side's lowballing you? Fine, walk away. Your old school friend from back in the day you want to see succeed, but he isn't getting his shit together? Walk away. And most importantly, this girl you've been attracted to, flirting with, and spending great moments with disrespects you. Walk the hell away. Do not waste a single second thinking, I've already put in so much time and energy, maybe I should stick around. Remember that classic line in the movie Heat when the Robert De Niro character lived by the words, Never let yourselves get too attached to anything you can't walk out on in 5 minutes flat if you feel the heat coming around the corner. Lost time is never found. What's done is done. You have your entire life ahead of you, goals to achieve, new friends to make, better deals to strike, and higher quality women to meet. Think about all the time you will save after you walk away. You know who or which situation you need to walk away from. Feel the power rushing through your veins. Do not waste your greatest power, brothers. You can walk away from anyone, anytime. So remember that. And even if you choose not to walk away, also keep in mind you don't have to respond or react to every little thing they tell you or try getting you to react to. This is something I struggled with for a long time too. But if you can develop more of a Michael Corleone demeanor about you where you're more calm and calculated, you will be respected more. There are those out there just trying to get a rise out of you, so be conscious to not give it to them. Number 3, reframe your mind from having a backup plan. It's only natural to set yourself up with multiple options in life in case or two don't work out. The same can be said with new women you are interested in, but have you ever heard the expression, doubt can sink a ship? In 1519, Hernán Cortés, the Spanish conquistador, made the decisive and daring decision to sink his own ships after reaching the shores of Veracruz, Mexico, to conquer and explore the land which was then called the Aztec Empire. Having sailed from Cuba, some of his men were reluctant to continue the dangerous journey further inland, fearing the unknown and the formidable Aztec warriors. Cortés recognized the doubts and hesitations among his troops, realizing that they might be tempted to retreat and return to the relative safety of Cuba. To eliminate this possibility and motivate his men to stay committed to their mission, Cortés took a bold and irreversible step. He ordered the scuttling of his fleet, leaving his soldiers with no option but to move forward and conquer or perish. By burning the ships, Cortés effectively removed any chance of retreat. His men were now fully invested in their mission, and there was no turning back. This act of decisiveness and commitment to their cause instilled a strong sense of determination and unity among his troops. They knew their success depended on their ability to overcome challenges and prevail against the odds. The story of Cortés burning his ships has become a powerful metaphor symbolizing unwavering commitment, the embrace of uncertainty, and the courage to face adversity head-on. It illustrates the importance of decisiveness and determination in achieving one's goals and dreams, even in the face of doubt and fear. In the realm of human psychology, the burning of the ships can serve as a lesson for individuals seeking to pursue their aspirations and desires. It highlights the significance of fully committing to a path, pushing forward despite uncertainties, and overcoming self-doubt. By letting go of the safety nets and fallback options, individuals can focus their energy and efforts on achieving their objectives and realizing their full potential. When mom lets you live in the basement today until you're 35, there is no ship burning, no we must make it or anything like that to prompt growth and determination. After all these years, this story still remains a compelling metaphor for embracing challenges, taking risks, and pursuing personal growth and achievement. And that is why it is the number 3 unconventional way to kill the beta. An entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship. Similarly, the negativity of the world can't put you down unless you allow it to get inside you. Goy Nasu. I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different installment on the channel. We're committed to continuing to bring you content in this manner. If you found value in this message, please pass it along to a friend who may need to hear it while giving us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.